Hi everyone, Jack here with Jack and Jan, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to do a circle with a spiral effect or a hat pattern with a spiral effect, whichever you want to use this for, but this is a seamless way to do this. So you're going to need a stitch marker, by the way, and if you don't have one, go grab one now. I'm going to start with a magic ring. If you don't know how to do a magic ring, I have a video on how to do a magic ring and also the alternative method to the magic ring. You can use either one for this, it does not matter. We are going to begin with single crochet, so I'm going to chain 1 at the beginning to secure my magic ring, and now I'm going to be placing 6 single crochet into my magic ring. And a single crochet is insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2. That's a simple single crochet. 2, again, we're going to be placing 6 of these in here. So I've done my last single crochet, and now I'm going to pull my magic ring tight by pulling on that string that I crocheted over, and that pulls all of my stitches tight. Now in a normal circle or hat pattern, you would slip stitch to join. This hat pattern is seamless. So instead of slip stitching to join, we are going to be taking our stitch marker and placing it in the last single crochet stitch that we made. And now we are going to be doing a half double crochet. Instead of going into this top V here, because we want a spiral effect, we are going to be going into the back bump of our circle, starting with this one right here. And I know that technically that's the chain 1, but that is the bump that I generally start in, right there. So I'm going to go a half double, which is yarn over, insert your hook into that stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through all 3. Now this pattern is a double crochet pattern, so now I'm going to go back into that same stitch and I'm going to place a double crochet. That was our first stitch. Now, instead of going into the top V's, I'm going to go into this back bump right there. So I'm going to yarn over, insert my hook into the back bump, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and that is a double crochet. And I'm going to place another double crochet into that same stitch. And I'm going to go into the back bump of the next stitch and do the same thing. And I'm going to place 2 in the next. All the way around until we reach our stitch marker. So here is our marked stitch. There's the back bump, and that is the last one that we are going to go into, and that should be 12 stitches. And we'll count just to make sure that that is 12. So we're going to, here's our marked stitch, and I count this by counting the next one after our marked stitch. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we have increased our pattern from 6 to 12. Now we are going to take our stitch marker and we are going to move it up. And you can either mark the back bump stitch so that you know that that's the last stitch that you're going to be working in, or the top one, just as long as you know what the back bump looks like that you're going to be working your last stitch into. And now we are going to be going into the back bump again, so not the V's, but the back bump of the V's. Behind the V is the stitch that we are going to be working into, and we are going to do 2 double crochet into each of those stitches. once again, staying in the back bump. Not the back loop, the back bump. I'm making this video because it is difficult to hear someone say back bump and know what they're talking about. And this seamless hat is a little tricky anyway that I've created. It's a totally different technique, no slip stitching to join. But I don't know about you, I love wearing hats and I hate putting on a hat and having a seam right down the middle of my forehead, and that's where they always tend to go. Especially if I'm in a hurry, running out, I've got 4 kids, and boom, seam right down the middle of my forehead every time. I don't know what it is about that, but that's where they like to sit. So I've started to create my hat seamlessly, and that's why I wanted to share this video with you guys. So you just keep going all the way around, 2 double crochet in each stitch. And I've marked the back loop of my stitch. I'm sorry, not the back loop, the back bump. See, I'm already messing it up. So I have marked the back bump, so I'm going to go into that marked stitch, and you always make your last stitches in the marked stitch, making sure that that's where your last stitches go. And now I want to show you guys, I hope that this color is not too dark for you to see this. But can you see this beautiful spiral that has started? And when you continue going on, you'll see all of these stitches as well, and it makes this really cool spiral effect to this hat. I love this. I love this, this way of doing it. I think it's so cool. And now I'm going to show you guys how to finish off, because it is different than other patterns because we don't slip stitch to join. I will show you. I do a half double crochet, not into the back bump, but into the regular V that you normally would. So I do a half double, and then in the next stitch I do a single, and then in the next stitch I do a slip stitch, and that brings everything back to a circle, just like that. I think that this is just the coolest way of doing this. I absolutely love seamless hats, and I'm so excited to share this with you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please comment, questions, anything like that you have for me, go ahead and post it in the box below. Subscribe and like us, and you can visit our website at jackandjan.com. We have plenty of patterns available. We're constantly adding new ones. And you can also like our Facebook page at Jack and Jan, and we would love to see you guys. So thank you so much for watching, and have a wonderful day.